Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a huge birthday bag. Isn't that fantastic? And how cute is that stamp set? So it is the Best Day stamp set, which is this one here, with the cute kitty cupcake over there, and then the happy birthday and the sparklers, and that's really, it's a nice font. It's quite a nice font. Anyway, I wanted to make a nice big bag for you. This is using the Flowers and More Designer Series paper that is at the back of the catalogue. So this is one that you can only get with Hostess or reward credits. So it's all of these patterns along here, up here. It's 12 by 12, 48 sheets, so it would cost you £17 of your host pounds. So if you spend over £150, you get 10%. All the details here to then spend. So you would need to spend £170 to get that completely for free. In euros, it is 22 euros, so you'd need to spend 220 euros. All of the details here, it's in the back of the catalogue, and we've got reward goodies in all our catalogues. So, but anyway, I wanted to use it. I would show you all of the patterns, except I have been working on thank you gifts for February, and I've used loads of it. So that's a work in progress, although I believe this is coming out to you while I'm in America, so, you know, who knows, probably I finished that lot. Anyway, it's fabulous paper. And you need 12 by 12 inches. I've just covered up all my instructions. 12 by 12 inches, 30.5 by 30.5 centimetres. Let me scooch that right out of the way. So, like I say, it's called Flowers and More. I've got stripes on this one with sort of a ferny kind of leafy look on the inside. We've got beautiful flowers here with wibbly lines. So just choose the pattern that catches your eye. I love the bright colours though. So we're going to start with it with, if you've got a repeating pattern, the correct way round, so you're looking at it correctly, and then score at 3.5 inches, 5 3/4, 9 1/4, and 11 3/4 of an inch. That seems quite a lot. Or should it be 11.5? I think that should be 11.5 inches. So that's inches. In metric, 9, 14.5, 23.5 and 29. Then you turn it and score it at 2 1/4 and 10 inches, which in metric is 5.5 and 25. And we'll know if I've got that score line right or wrong shortly. Let me just get my ruler. So that is 2.5. No, it should be 9, 11 3/4. Oops, my bad. Anyway, I'll make sure it's all written correctly. I write down so many sets of measurements, but every now and again I do get it a little wrong. But no, 11.5. I can see it. I can see that's where the score line should be. Yes, it's at the 11.5 inch mark. Let me just scribble all over my notes. Now 11.5, so that when I write the blog post I get it correct. Oops. Oh, and the cats have decided to go wild down the corridor as well. Let's just have it all going on. Oh dear. Okay. At least I can laugh at myself. I make the mistake so you don't have to. Okay, so that funny little skinny bit that we were debating over, take away the skinny bit at the bottom and a hair of a whisper off the top. Okay, so it's just a little chunk out of the top and then down here, and then cut up straight on all of those other scored lines. So let me tell you the measurements. The finished size of the box is 3 inches by 2 1/4, and then 7 3/4 to this point here, which in metric is 9 by 5 1/2 by 19 1/2 to there. Okay, let's put some tear and tape along here. And I've just realised I didn't cut my panels. I just got my cardstock out and I didn't cut the panels when I was prepping for the video. Oops. Oh well. So that was tear and tape down there. And that's closed. So that's become the back. 2 sides in and the back. And I'm going to put some tape along here for the front. And close it up. And then where you've got these scored lines here, if you push your fingers on the score lines and just push, it's going to remain open at the top and then fold down at the sides. Now, depending on what you've got inside it as to how far it's going to resist. So this has decided it's going to naturally resist there on that side, but a bit higher there. But I've pushed it completely in on there. So if this was fully loaded, what have I got on my desk that I can stick inside it? That would work, but I don't know that it's going to resist all that much. Yeah, it's trying to stop there, but if you had something fatter, which I doubt I've got, are those going to fit inside? Oh, those are a good size. Yankee Candle box. They're going to fit in and probably never come back out again. It'll go all the way down. Just drop something else in on top. So you're going to resist, it's going to resist higher up. So depending on what's inside it as to where it's going to come down. So I quite like that. I might leave those in there because that shows the difference of what the box looks like. So let me get this closed up with, what did I put in there? Half a box of Yankee Candles. That was a heck of a gift. And some Post-it notes. I won't give this to anybody who wants that. Half a box of tea light candles. And some Post-it notes. Actually, to be fair, I'd quite like Post-it notes. Might open those. Okay, that's my inspiration drawer to the right of me. So this is the Tahitian Tide. Is that what it's called? Yes, Tahitian Tide metallic trim. And with all fingers and thumbs, I'm going to tie a bow. I'm going to do my best to tie a bow. That's not got bad lengths on the tails. I'm not going to touch it anymore. But doesn't it look different like that? Love it. Okay. Oh. So, some cardstock, which, like I say, I've completely forgotten to cut for you. This is Tahitian Tide because it's the colour in the background, which is the colour I've pulled out there. You could have picked out the other ones. I went with the Parakeet Party for this one and the ribbon to match. But yeah, just pull out any colours. So let me get my trimmer. This one is measuring up at 3 inches by 3 3 3/4, which in metric is 7 1/2 and 9 1/2. And then some basic white that is measuring up at 2 3/4 by 3 1/2, which is 7 by 9 centimetres. Okay, probably should have stamped this first. I haven't. We'll pretend I did. Actually, you know what? Let's use stays on for a change. I always use Memento and I always use blend. So let's use stays on and markers. So I want my great big happy birthday. And I want a big block. And then stays on. Oh, and a kitty hair. I haven't used stays on for ages. I hope this is well inked. pretty good. Oh, and the cat hair. Oh well, I transferred it off there onto my stamp. Doesn't matter, we'll pretend that didn't happen. Right, let's pull out some markers. So I want my Tahitian tide, and I want some of that colour, and I'll have some of that colour, and I want a yellow. I don't know what yellow that is. We'll just go for a bright yellow. And I'm just going to colour it all in. So let's go with, whoopsie. So these are Stampin' Right markers, so they are the same ink that is in our ink pads. And I love them. And I think I forget to remember to use them because the blends are right in front of me. I mean, they're properly in your face, right there. And these are also right in front of me next to my ink pads, except I think I just noticed the ink pads more. Do you know what? This blue is fantastic, isn't it? Let's go across birthday as well with it. Probably ought to do the flag tail too. Right, let's colour in the cake. So we'll have a yellow cake this time. And I'm going to do my best to leave those white bits as white, or those circles as white. I'm not doing a great job. I'm going over some of them. So I'm going round those first, and then I can sort of just fill in everything else. We'll pretend this is vanilla icing on the top of the cake. And then we'll have, oh, what colour next? We'll have a lime green panel. That's a gaudy cake. I like the fact that you can have complete artistic freedom and colour your cake whatever you like. And more of this Tahitian tide. Seriously, that is a fabulous, fabulous blue. And do the same. So try and go around those circles. I'm not very good at the colouring in thing, as clearly noted here. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. Ish. No worries. There we go. Right. So I'm going to put this on there. We've got boy birthdays starting shortly, so I mean not till April, but then once the first birthday kicks in, and that's Oliver's, it's just a total birthday fest after that, birthday after birthday. So yeah, my birthday projects tend to be bright colours that the boys will appreciate. Obviously I put flowers on this because actually technically my birthday is the first one in the house, or the first one in our family in the house. And yeah, so I'm going to put that on the front. My hands are so cold I can't attach it, but there you go. 2 bags. They look very different, don't they? I love them. I love this kind of bag where the shape of the bag is determined by what's inside. Brilliant. I love them. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.